no matter what race you are. You can be discriminatory and you can be wrong towards a specific race. In my opinion, that makes you racist. People might have a different.
sorry. I forgot to say something. If you allow me to, for just 10 seconds. I'm never racist, all right. But I deal with some aggressive people, and then I behave like as a racist person. But that doesn't mean that I'm 100% racist. Just depends on
So
the
you're only
situation.
90% racist?
No, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't
85?
like put it like a percentage. I would put it depending on the situation,
Oh,
as I
so
say.
depending on the situation, you will be a racist or not. Okay. I didn't know it was
Depends
something you can
how
turn
how
on
that
and
person
off.
interact with
And
me,
it
but
don't make no damn sense. You gonna be a racist or you're not gonna be a racist. Simple as that. Ain't no in between. Yeah. Well, how you feel? Does racism affects everyone or only target minorities?
I think it negatively affects minorities. I believe in a cause and effect for pretty much anything. So it would positively affect, I guess, in this context, would be white people, and then the negative effects would be the minority.
Okay. Lil Desiree. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think it affects everybody, but of course more so minorities. I feel like when racist policies are set in place, it kind of shoots everyone in the foot, including racist people. Because like the reason, I mean, back like a while ago, the South used to be filled with free public pools, but when integration happened, they decided they wanted to be more racist than to have everyone be able to use the same pool as them. So yeah, it affects everyone.
How did that hurt racist white people?
All right, hold on, make you. And how you say your name? I don't want to be disrespectful. How you say it?
Andres, yeah.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you. Does racism affects everyone or only target minorities?
No, I think it affects everyone. It doesn't affect. It's not as it used to be. It definitely still exists, right? I just have a quick question. Is
After
racism?
you answer that question, y'all can have open panel, like and share. Thank you. Cloud, you're able to run a live. I'll be right back.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. I just want to say, is discriminating someone based on their color that's racist, right? Or I'm wrong?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's racist, right?
No.
Okay.
Unless
Wait.
unless you're black, according to them.
Wait. So,
Racism isn't based on color, sir.
it's not based on color.
No.
So pretty much, if I discriminate somebody based on their color, that's not racism.
That's more colorism than anything.
Okay. No, I was just trying. I was confused with that. People getting me confused nowadays.
So how did that situation with the pools hurt white people in the South?
So what I mean is that was just an example, but like racist policies affect everyone. Racism is expensive. They racists rather be racist than have policies or communities set in place for everyone. And so that ends up not only like affecting racist people because they look around like, oh, what happened? But it was you. Your racism
Yeah, but
caused
how is
this.
that affecting them though? Are you saying
Is
it's
discriminating
positive?
and racism
Hold on,
different?
hold on,
Because every
hold on,
single
Anders.
race that
Hold
lives
on, bro.
around there can't go to those schools
Are you saying
anymore.
it
Okay, for
negatively
example,
affects
I'm gonna
them or
put it simple.
positively
What's
affects them?
discriminating? What's
Wait, I'm
discrimination?
trying to hear his question.
I
You
don't
call
know
to
why
the
they start
Ferrari
talking out of
dealership
nowhere.
asking how much for a Ferrari, and they simply gonna hang up the phone call on you.
What are you
Because
talking about, bro?
that's discrimination.
So
No,
anyway,
I'm trying to hear his question.
so did you say that it negatively affects even the racist person? Did I hear you correctly?
Yeah, it affects literally everyone. For example, like the reason we don't have universal health care is because racists made a big deal about, well, then other people are going to get it too. It's like
That's not racism,
you
no. They didn't
it
they didn't agree with a healthcare bill. That's not racism by itself.
no, it's not racism by itself. I'm not talking about like right now during like the shutdown and everything. I'm talking about like during the 1920s with the New Deal.
There's
and
no
everything.
true definition pretty much nowadays.
Yeah, I'm not talking about in the 1920s with the New Deal. The reason why universal health care was not put into that New Deal was because racist people did not want to have people of color also get that as well. So yeah, it does affect them, but it's like they don't see that it's affecting them.
So why do white people even today get more access to healthcare than black people?
Definitely, they definitely do get more access to healthcare. I'm not saying like, oh, we should feel bad for racist people. I'm saying that the actions of these bigoted people not only affects minorities, it definitely affects minorities to a greater state than racists themselves. I'm saying that because of their bigoted, idiotic actions, everyone is now affected because policies that could have been in place are not now because they made a big stink about them being in place in the
No,
first
they
place.
alienated other groups from them, but they still got them.
Well, yes, when it comes to healthcare, definitely there is a huge disparity when it comes to people of color and white people. But what I mean, like for example, like I said, with universal healthcare, we could have had that 100 years ago, but we don't because they made a big stink about it. I'm not saying like
Was
I'm
it
not
based on?
saying that.
Was it solely based on race, or was it based on political ideology also?
Yeah, it was a mixture of both. But what I'm saying is, I'm not saying, oh, we should feel bad for racists. I'm saying that their stupid actions are affecting everybody around them because they're too bigoted and closed minded to have policies that we should have had a long time ago.
Yeah, but you haven't given an example how it's negatively hurting them.
So, for example, I work in a pharmacy, and this white lady
There's feedback from
came.
in Enola, New Orleans, or whatever that is.
What? I'm
There's
sorry?
feedback from the person above you.
Okay. Yeah, for example, this is just an anecdote. I hope that's okay. But this white lady came up and she couldn't afford her medication. And mind you, if we, like I said, if we put this in place 100 years ago, this wouldn't be happening. She was crying and upset and hysterical because she could not afford her medication. Sure, of course, there are a lot of disparities in the Medicare system, not Medicare, in the medical
Healthcare
system
system.
where white people benefit. Of course, definitely. I'm not going to argue that. That is definitely true. But it also affects them not greatly, but